All right, today on Cash Talk, we talking about social media. How do social media affect our lives? Period. How do y'all feel about that?
Honey, you wanna start off what you think?
Um, I think social media plays a part in a lot of people's lives, especially how they see themselves. I think some people base it on they base their progress off of what they see on social media, which can be definitely detrimental to your progress, how you see yourself, and the goals that you have set for yourself. It's oftentimes, people can go on social media, see somebody else doing good, not really thinking like they may not really be doing good.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You can edit, crop, put a filter on whatever it is that they're posting, and it kind of, bleeds into you like, dang, I'm not as successful, or I'm not, that, you know, um, far in my career, or my degree that I went to school with for I'm not using. You get what I'm saying? So it definitely can be a bad thing, but it also could be a good thing. It could be something you can use to promote things of that nature. So that's just how I see social media and what I think is going on, because I'm not on social media often, believe it or not. But these are just the things that I see. You know what I'm saying? I too good on social media, and I be like, oh my God, such and such body is amazing. I feel like my body has to get to that point. Then I'd be mad not eating and taking every damn herbal supplement in the world, about to pass the hell out because I'm trying to achieve this body that's not, necessarily meant for me. So you get what I'm saying? So if social media is going to be, if it's going to be used, you got to use it and just use it for entertainment purposes only.
Right, but
which it was designed for.
Right, but I also think that in situations like that, I just think that social media be having people, it's just with social media. I just think like everything that you said is true, but I just think with social media as well, like you said, people rush into relationships because they might see somebody post a picture with their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, and now you want to rush to a relationship so you can take these pictures, and then these same people are not willing to put in what a relationship, is built off of. They just like the pretty pictures, and they want to be, picture perfect, and not going and don't want to put in the work that goes behind that picture. You get what I'm saying? So they just want to jump into something. So I think that affects with social media. Social media be having people not wanting to wear the same thing twice. Motherfucker, wear something.
Scroll through my picture, you might see a thing.
No, but I'm saying like that far in advance, that close together. Somebody will wear something on a Monday, and they might really like it. They're like, damn, I'm gonna throw this on Wednesday, but they don't even want to do no Insta snap if that's what they usually do, because they're like, oh shit, I had this on, because we're worried about, worried about what people are saying and all of that.
People think like
Right, and I also think that it's just social media, like you said. It can be a tool to promote things. It could be a tool to tear down things and people, or it can build up people and things. And that's what the case is, like you said, with the body. I think that's what got everybody on this body kick. You know what I mean? This is why you have, women flying over to a little town you never heard of, going to get their body done, and it's an unrealistic body shape that they'll go get done because of social media. Because social media want to give you the standards of what beauty is and what perfect is, and at the end of the day, no one's perfect, but that's what social media does, and everybody want to kind of show that side of them being perfect, and it makes you feel like, well, damn, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In social media, I don't know. I think when the things that we're using for social media what first was introduced to us, it was supposed to be a way of basically communicating with people that you don't see on a regular basis.
Right.
But because everybody has this fantasy life, and how they're living and everything else, it's there, like it's right in your face. So people not using it for the purpose of, oh, I don't see my Aunt Betty every year, so I'm going to message her on Instagram. I'll post a picture so she can see what's going on with me. But it's the social media is just used incorrectly. It's like,
well, I think it goes into like with electronics too, or like where we at just as a whole now. Cause think about phones. People don't really talk no more. People rather text.
We know. I know. I'm definitely a texter because sometimes I don't know how to get off the phone, or the other person don't know how to get
I
off
think
the
you
phone.
shouldn't text though. You're not a good texter.
I agree with both
Some
of y'all.
things
I
do
feel
get
like
misconstrued in text, but I'm a good texter.
I feel like I agree with both of y'all, but I feel like social media is a great platform if you got like a business. Post everything. For me, example, y'all may see me post a lot of sneakers on my page. I get a lot of people texting me, DMing me every time I post. Oh, what size you got? I'm coming to get my child this. What size you got? Hold my size. I'm getting my store business just from social media by posting every day what we got. I think it's a great platform if you got a business.
But you don't feel like that also? Do you feel like social media might play a part? Do you think people feeling suicidal, like the rate might be higher now because of social media? Because I think that some people, like Hanif was saying earlier, some people get on there and they'll see somebody is here in their life. And let's say they're the same age as that person. And it's like, damn, well, they there and I'm here.
Why can't I get like them?
Yeah. And I think that might have something to do with it because, could you imagine though, like just waking up one day, you know, because we all get our moments where we're sad, we're down. So you just wake up and you're not in the best mood, you're a little down. And you get on social media and somebody that's the same age as you, whatever that, you might just follow. And it look like to you like that their life is all in order with this and the third. It could make you feel shittier, depending on how you look at it. Me personally, I know social media is a facade. So I know, like, all right, that's what's up, this and the third, but you just never know what's really going on in people's lives, opposed to somebody else, or they might not look at it. So somebody could feel really, if you wake up already, you know, feeling down, then you get online and you see something like that, you can feel even shittier.
For me, I don't take social media. I don't take social media seriously personally. And I think we had this conversation before, and I said if I ever got into a relationship, I'm not posting my mate. And it was a thing of why won't you post your mate? Because
that's bullshit.
I don't
though,
feel like
would.
I don't feel like.
But that's bullshit because he would.
No, I have. But I'm saying it don't necessarily. It would if to me if it didn't happen, it wouldn't be a big thing.
But you know what? It works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not you don't post like that regardless.
Exactly.
So it's funny that you're saying this because I think people that don't post like that, I can understand them saying that they don't post to your spouse. So you don't really post like that. That's just what you do. Like nobody can go on your Instagram right now and see where you work at. Can't nobody go on your Instagram right now and see where you live at. They just, you know what I mean? You kind of keep it very private.
Yeah. So you would keep your relationship private as well.
It's not necessarily keeping my relationship private. It's a thing of if it happens, it happens. It's not a thing where I have to be a MCM every week.
Right.
Or I have to post you as an MCM. If we out and about, you know, and I just happen to take a picture, we post a picture, that's the thing. But I wouldn't make it a big deal like, why am I not on your social media? Why don't you have me up there? Why don't nobody know that I exist? As long as what I know is going on and my relationship is, you know, keeping me content, it's not for everybody. You get what I'm saying?
But
because you got those little people that wean their way in. You know he used to mess with such and such. You know he used to talk to such.
But I don't agree with that.
I don't give a damn.
But here's the thing. I know, well, like I said, that works for you because I know how you are on social media. But let's talk about people that they're on social media. They'll hit you with the, I don't want to post you. Or, you know what I mean, I don't want to post you because, you know, I want to, I don't want nobody in our business, this and the third, blah, blah. But you go on their social media and they got their grandmom up in the hospital with tubes up her nose, tagging the hospital that she in. And they taking a picture and her room number at the hospital she in the background. Or you scroll a little bit more and you see them standing in their work uniform and it says FedEx on it. Or you scroll a little more and their sister on their mom. So my thing is, if you can share personal, if that type of person does that and then they don't want to post their spouse and that's their excuse, I think it's bullshit.
That's completely
But somebody
different.
with you, I can understand.
That's completely different.
Not doing it because you don't really be on there like
but
that. Because like I said, can't nobody really tell a lot of personal stuff about you from your social media anyway.
My first time actually posting me even interacting with a guy was last year.
You want to say his name or? Oh, okay. I'm always going to try, y'all. I'm always going to try.
But he shall remain
But
nameless.
like, Ashad is very active on social media.
Right.
Active.
And conceited.
With a capital A. Active. But you can go through his social media and you can see his spouse up there, here, a picture or two. But Shad post pictures so I can see somebody like that. But somebody like you, my thing is, don't fucking spit on me and tell me it's raining. All right. So my thing is, if you posting everything else on social media, then you don't want to post your spouse here and there. I think that's bullshit. You know, whether you're a man or a woman, I just think I think that's bullshit.
But that's the person who's not willing to post you. If you're not willing to post me, then that's a difference.
But I'd rather you be honest and just say that to me. I'd rather just be honest and say,
let me know. You know
but don't tell me you don't want to post me and I get on there and I know your grandma Mabel is at what hospital she at. Mm-hmm. You tag what hospital she at and you pray for grandma. Grandma face all on your Instagram and I know what hospital she at. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the caption will say, pray for Grandma Mabel, Evelyn Smith. And it's like, well, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Evelyn, though.
I just had to come up with a name off the top of my head.
But I've been in situations where, because number one, we're in Philly, and Philly is hella small. Hella small. And, excuse me, I'm sorry. I've been in situations where.
Everybody.
Yeah, so it'd be like, the moment that somebody knows that I'm talking to somebody, they'll be like, oh, you know, they used to talk to such and such. They did such and such this way.
But who cares about that?
But I understand. But this is what I'm trying. The thing that I'm trying to get to is, I don't care about that. But what I'm saying is, when they do things like that, I kind of hold in the back of my head. Even though they don't treat me like that, it's like, damn, this person was capable of doing it. They can do it. It's because of what I put on social media. How I let you know that I was talking to this person. If you didn't know that I was dealing with that person or entertaining that individual, that would have never fell in my lap. You get what I'm saying?
But people also, I think, too, with social media, like you're saying, or with them posting their spouse, excuse me, you be following somebody and they look single the whole time on Instagram. And then, for example, Valentine's Day, which was, what was it, Friday?
It was Friday.
Valentine's Day, next thing you know, they posted like this.
Everybody had a boyfriend and you like, 2 dogs.
What the fuck?
We ain't even know.
Then Christmas come around, everybody like this, and they match pajamas. And it's like, but all year, you was just on the beach, and I never see, so I think, me personally, I always like.
Is that a thing of hiding your spouse, or is that just a thing of just
keeping your privacy?
Or keeping your privacy?
That's cool, keeping your privacy if it's a person like you. If it's a person like you keeping your privacy, then I think it's bullshit. If somebody doing it, if you're active on social media and everything is on there, but not I ain't gonna say it's part for Shy, because even though Shy is saying like, oh, I promote my stores or whatever like that, and sometimes he might do a video or a picture and you'll see the back of his store, and if you've been in those stores before, then you know where he work at. But if I go on somebody's social media and I can scroll and I can see that you at work and you tagged your job, that thing says, you know, at the top, wherever you work at, courthouse, courtroom, whatever, you doing that, or like I see it scroll up and you're in your work uniform, it says FedEx, or you're in your work uniform and it says UPS. If I can scroll up and it's saying your mom and at the top you tag West Oak Lane, if you doing stuff like that,
that's different, right?
If you're putting all this information out there, if you got a picture of your car up there, if I know that you drive a fucking Charger, you know what I'm saying? People be putting up pictures and they behind their car and the whole tag number up there. If you putting up all of that personal shit and I'm dealing with you and you ain't got me up there now one time because you want to hit me with the, I don't like nobody in my business, you're full of shit. That's my opinion.
That's the thing of not being willing to post that person. Then that's when it becomes a problem. But if I scroll through your Instagram, if mutually we don't have each other on our Instagram, that's fine. Instagram.
So you think
Facebook,
and you think that's okay? You think that's fine? This is why social media plays a part. So you think it's okay to be in a relationship with someone and not be friends with them on social media?
No.
What you mean?
Like, would you, if you had a boyfriend right now?
We can be friends on social media. That's fine.
Oh, I thought you said
I'm saying not posting each other on each other. If you go on my Instagram, you go on my dude's Instagram, and it's just a bunch of pictures of us. That's okay. But my thing is, it becomes a problem when I'm posting you and you don't. And that means that we never had this conversation. That means that you're unwilling to post me.
Couples have those, but I'm sure couples have those arguments. Here's my thing. Let's say, for example, like with you, you don't post on social media like that. Mm-hmm. So let's say you and I were in a relationship and you don't already post on social media like that. I'm not tripping. So I'm not mad about you not putting me up or doing this and doing that. Now maybe my birthday roll around and you throw me up. I can see you doing something here and there, but I'm not mad because you don't actively post like that. But if it's vice versa and you're with someone and let's say I'm actively posting and I got all of this stuff in my personal life, I think eventually you might just sit and think to yourself, even if you don't say anything to me, you might be like, well, damn, she or he didn't post Grandma Maybelline, tagged with hospital she in.
Well, maybe they ain't got all his friends trying to talk to Grandma Maybelline.
Huh?
Maybe all his friends ain't trying to talk to Grandma Maybelline.
I just social media definitely plays a part in a lot of stuff, because everybody will try to downplay social media sometimes. When it comes to stuff like that, people downplay, oh, it's just social media. Don't nobody care about that. That stuff ain't real. But you're on it all day like this. You know what I'm saying? Not you, because you don't post, but I'm talking about people that post actively.
Not even posting.
I know everything. They post a lot of their personal life, but they don't want to post who they're dealing with, who they're in a relationship with. Some motherfuckers married, we don't even know they married.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Whole time they keep doing something. They like, what?
But even when it comes down to the whole commenting thing, it becomes a problem. My thing is, if I throw my nigga up and you put a heart eyes under it, that's all it's gonna stay.
Do you feel like? Let me ask y'all this question: do y'all feel like if y'all know y'all put up a dope ass post, or if you posted up an accomplishment, let's say when you're moving up or whatever, and you post like, I'm a manager now, or Hanif, when you graduated, I got my degree, and if certain people that you're supposed to be cool with don't like it and comment, they was on there, would you feel some type of way about that?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because social media is a big deal.
No, and it's not a big deal. But if I acknowledge your accomplishments, or I acknowledge the things that you're trying to do,
liking every other picture I post.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm petty. I remember everybody that told me happy birthday when it's always my birthday.
Yeah.
And when they both birthday roll around, if you ain't telling me happy birthday, fuck your birthday.
Exactly.
That's my motto. I'm just keeping it a bean, because I'm in this mode in my life now, and I've been like this though for like the past few years, where I want to give people the same energy, which this is why it's always good when you have a spouse, because my wife, on the other hand, when I would tell her, like, I'm giving everybody the same energy they give me out here in the world, she's like, well, you can't always give people the same energy, because some people just miserable and they want you to do it. But at first I was just going off anybody. I was mad. I'm like, if I go to Wawa and I hold the door for a motherfucker and they don't say thank you, I'm gonna say something. Like, I was on some shit like that, but I'm on that energy. So if I think people also do ignorant shit, or a lot of people make social media make them feel like they're a star, or they're a king or queen, or they're above everybody. Because if I follow you on social media and I'm cool with you, or a lot of people that's on my social media, I don't know, or they might not know me, but they have told me happy birthday, and they don't even know me.
Right. And
they'll tell me happy birthday, and their birthday come around, I'm like, let me make sure I tell them. But I'm petty like that. If you ain't telling me happy birthday, your birthday come around, I don't see shit. Fuck your birthday. If you did an accomplishment in life, or I did one and you didn't congratulate me, then you want to turn around and want me to. I'm not doing it.
It's all about being able to reciprocate what somebody gives to you. I'll take the time. I may not even know an individual, but you may put your great aunt up there, your uncle, and I may say sorry for your loss, because it's out of respect. It's out of respect that you do it. If I see it, you have to acknowledge it.
You do say sorry for your loss.
You don't scroll it.
Spell the LOST, right?
No. I finished school.
Because people like, sorry for your loss.
I finished school, so I just think it's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so again, social media has definitely
it shapes our lives.
A lot of individuals.
Yeah.
And it has definitely manipulated how they see themselves. And it's a sad thing, but at the end of the day, you can't save everybody, because social media reaches all across the world. So it's one of those things where as though you gotta just be careful what you post on here. Like, we had this we were just taking this little what's it called? Little learning at work or whatever, and it was talking about your brand, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to hear this shit. We talk about this all the time. So it was like, what you put on social media is how you brand yourself.
That's 100%
So if I
true.
don't want to be branded with certain things, that's things that I'm not going to list on my social media.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
And it's so funny you say that, because like on my Instagram or the social media that I have, I'm always on some joking shit. I'm always on some funny shit. Love a good laugh. So I look at that as that being my brand. I think that's a part of my brand. But I think I have many layers to my social media. I think funny. I think people see that I'm a wife. I think people see that I'm a friend, that I'm a sister. And sometimes I might want to throw some advice up there. So, but by you saying that, by that being a brand, and other people that follow me from other cities that I don't even know, they DM me like, yo, when I'm having a bad day, I just go look at your video and stuff like that because of the brand where I go. So you're right. I think it's all about how you brand yourself.
Yeah. So, I mean, definitely, social media has its pros and it has its cons. There's more cons than pros, but it, like we said, it's all how you choose to use the social media, and and what you gonna make of it, and what somebody's gonna get out of it. Because, like you said, I can go on social media, I can have the horrible day. I go in and somebody post a meme. It's the funniest thing to me. It's an uplifting thing to me. You know what I'm saying?
That keep everybody going.
Yeah. So even the stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you post on your story. Post on your story. It's there for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna let you know now. So
You
those
know?
who ain't told me happy birthday, we in the new year 2020. Y'all shit rolling around. You know y'all are, and I ain't saying shit to you.
and stop
And I'm gonna look at your story.
and stop unfollowing people when you got some shit going on. It's tacky.
But that's another thing.
Unfollowing people thinking we're
It's
gonna continue to
tacky.
follow you.
And then when
It
we
don't
good
work
again,
like
you
that.
gonna wanna come you wanna follow me again. No, follow these men.
And yo, and that's so true, because you had friends, family members, co-workers, they'll do something, they get mad at you, they gonna follow you, and then when they cool with you again,
Trying to
next thing
follow
you know,
you
you get on
again.
there, and then you just leave them their shit sitting there, then you, whatever, another function, you ain't accept me back on social media, because I'm not. Because I'm not.
And another thing,
we not doing this.
just because you get locked out of your password and your username, do not make another page, because I'm not gonna accept it.
It depends on who
Especially
you
if it's
are, I might.
No, my grandmama had 4 pages.
Your grandma shouldn't be on your social media.
4 pages. Like, grandma, then she be like, I got into my other one. I got 3 other ones of you. Like,
And then
I
you
don't know what
also
tag
be
you in.
forgetting what aunts and uncles you follow until you post something and they write something under it like, my sweet baby. You be like, Uncle,
Yes.
Uncle so-and-so, what you doing after my post?
Remember that time when my grandma, we was at the hookah bar and I was blowing a hookah? She called me, take it down before your uncles end up see this. I'm like, Grandma, I'm grown. I don't care.
And you took it down.
I did take the video down. But then after I thought about it, it was a representation of who I am. You know,
what does that
everything.
mean?
What you mean? I mean, just because I do hookah doesn't mean it needs to be broadcast to the world.
No. I'm not saying that. You saying it's a representation of who I am. Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with doing hookah.
It's not. It's not. But you know, everybody else. If you don't see the hookah daggone self, you don't think
you
that
might
you gonna think I'm
assume it's
smoking weed, or you know, it's all about how people perceive. You know what's going on in it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it was, and I kind of got what she said, because I didn't. In that particular video, you didn't see the hookah, you didn't see the holes, you just seen the smoke in my face.
Well, that's because you was holding something in your hand. You know how you do when you hold something. We ain't gonna talk about that. But you know, like I said, social media is something else, because we have an active social media right here in the middle.
Oh my God.
Shy gonna post it, goddamn.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
you know you're active social media when your Instagram is linked to your Facebook, and what you post on there go to there.
And I gotta get on Facebook and like it too. I'm like, Nat, Shy, I'm not doing that.
Yes. I just like you getting on one of the
I
other.
like it on Instagram.
One of the other.
And on Shy, there's only 3 people that be liking this shit on Facebook. Mom
ain't a
or
lot of
like 2
people.
aunts. Because Facebook is really more family, I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
So it's your family on there. Instagram is more people all over. So when you post them on Facebook, you might not get many likes when you put a picture up. Like
I'm gonna
said,
tell you
like
how
3
my
people.
social media goes. Facebook is family, yeah, my church folks. Instagram is my friends, and when I want to cut up when I go out. And Twitter, baby, Twitter, that's for me and my entertainment.
But I do got one more thing to say though,
That's
because I
it.
think social media too have it where you don't even have to. Social media is to the point where, right, it's news and it's kind of good in a way because you ain't got to buy people birthday gifts no more. Getting back to birthdays, you could just put up a post with a picture of them, and you save hundreds of dollars of doing that.
They happy.
Because people rather you post them on Facebook and throw them up and say happy birthday
Show them memories.
than anything else. But another thing too, I ain't gonna be doing. I ain't gonna be taking pictures with people and they on my shit and I ain't on theirs. I'm that person. All right.
She ain't doing shit.
And I'm talking to my cousin Deontay. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm done, bro. I'm done. We tried this cousin relationship. It ain't working. It ain't working.
So we can agree that social media is a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's all
Like everything in life.
I mean, yeah, true, but let me say something. I can't stay away from my social media. Even if I'm scrolling and like, they probably like, this little nigga like my picture. Every picture I put up, that's because I think you're hot. Period. But
And social media could try to have extra jumping back in your shit.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Oh, that's true.
You love a little slide, a little DM sliding. I be getting excited and shit. It be my mom telling me she having a
gets
party
me by
this
at
weekend.
work. For real.
And that's fast.
Especially working overnight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on my phone, Instagram, Facebook,
I'm on Instagram, Facebook.
music.
Oh,
Like I'm all in my phone just to get the time go by faster. Like
That's true. I think
helps
so.
you a lot,
Yeah. So
yeah.
and social media is funny. I mean, I know I like a lot of funny stuff. So yes, I think it does. I think it helps get the time by. All of that stuff. Like social media is good and bad, but that's like anything in life. You know what I mean?
And that's why we
Burgers are
using this
good,
social
but
media
they
for y'all to
bad.
promote this thing. Promote, like, share, comment, do something.